What's up, everyone? How y'all doing today? Welcome to another episode of Uno. Today's a special episode. Today I introduced the 7-0 rule. Of course, the 7 swaps hands and you play a 0. It passes the hand around the direction that you're going. I upped it to 300 today because last week I had it at 200 and it went by pretty fast. 8 minutes to be exact. And I want time to explain the 7-0 rule and the strategies behind it. And so let's get going. Alright, it's a beautiful day out in the neighborhood. I hope you're out there, or you plan to go out there and enjoy it once you get some Uno action in your life. We got AI Hawking, AI Chomper, AI Pudding, and yours truly in the house. So the 7-0 rule, a very different breed of cat. You wanna, when you play the 7-0, when you play the 7 especially, you wanna be very conscious of, what your player's hand is, because once those 7-0 start dropping, it's a lot of memorizing who has what, and you want to make sure that you don't play a card that's going to make you lose, because the whole point of this game is to win. I'm not sure how long this game will be at 300 points, but give me 5-6 minutes of your time and hopefully I can get you hooked onto this, because when I first played 7-0 I was like, oh, that's awesome, but I also made a lot of mistakes too. Damn computer is still lagging, so I apologize for that. And anyway, as I sit here and play this, I can only imagine what it would be like to play this live. And not only just live, but you've been drinking, right? So you think Monopoly's intense when you think the banker's skimming money out of the bank. Imagine what it'd be like, the arguments that could happen when you take somebody's cards, or you lay down to 0 and you have to pass the cards. I'm sure those are conversations that could be recorded and posted on social media, because I think that'd be funny as hell. Even more funnier than a monkey washing a cat in a tub. Yeah. So hopefully you're either watching this or you got me playing in the background as you're doing other things like cleaning or doing laundry. But I don't know, whatever floats your boat. Like, I like to listen to music while I'm cleaning. So my suggestion is just for 10-15 minutes, skip the music, put me in the background, and let's just have fun. Let's talk about life. Let's talk about situations. So one thing that I really want to get in depth into is fear and changing the way of life, so to speak. It being the new year, and then everyone making New Year's resolutions, it's hard for people to make changes or try new things, is what I'm trying to say. People want to lose weight, people want to educate themselves, people want to just do better in life, but they're afraid of what people will think, what people will say. You should never be afraid. If you're not afraid, then obviously you don't understand the situation that is at hand. Fear is what motivates people. When people use excuses to not change, or they use not just excuses but crutches, saying like, I don't have money, or I can't do it because of this person, then that means you're just afraid to try. You should never be afraid to try. Like as I've said many times, you get one life, one opportunity, and if you don't try to scale the mountain, then you're going to be wondering if you ever could. And why would you leave anything unturned, any opportunities unanswered? I mean, most people, majority of people only get one opportunity at something. And if they don't take it, it may never ever happen again. So why waste that? Why be afraid? Embrace the fear, go after it. You know, you gotta put in the work, you gotta persevere, and most importantly, have that support system that's got your back and will say, hey, you got this. What do we need to do to help you out here? Because, you know, that's what we do as friends, is we support each other. I try to support the people in my life of their dreams, but I also have to be honest and also give them the possible roadblocks that they may have. So that way when they do come upon that roadblock, they know how to overcome it without losing their momentum, if that makes any sense. So don't be afraid to chase your dreams. Don't be afraid to change. You know, when you grow up or you're around a certain type of group of people, you don't want to lose that because it's familiar, it's safe, it's comforting, right? But you can never ever reach the next level without some sort of uncomfortableness, some sort of pain. So if you want to use an analogy, use this analogy. You've heard the saying, you know, I'm staring at a glass ceiling. I can see my goal, I can see my dreams right there, but there's a glass ceiling in my way. What do I do? Plain and simple, you break the glass, right? But you can't break glass without some sort of type of bleeding. And that's what change is. That is what, you know, conquering your achievements is. It's that blood, it's that sweat, it's those tears that you get when you break glass. But once you hit that goal, you can, like, wow, stand and say, wow, I did this. Everybody told me I couldn't do it, but I did it. Look at me now. And it motivates you to do something even bigger, to the point where, you know, you're set for life. You know, family's taken care of, bills are taken care of. You have the freedom to do what you want. You go on vacation and not have to worry about anything. Fear breeds that freedom. So yeah. Look at me go. Yeah. All those 7s I got. You might have heard them. So leave in the comments, what's your dreams, what's your aspirations, what do you want to do in life, what are your goals, and who's there to help you. Do you have that support system, or do you feel like if you go after your goals, you're going to do it alone? We should never be afraid to do things alone. That makes it even better when you achieve it, because nobody believed in you, nobody gave you, nobody handed you anything. You earned everything you got. All that is asking in return is you spread the wealth, right? When I mean spread the wealth, I mean, share your knowledge, share your experiences. It's all about planting the seed. It's all about giving to the next generation, the next in line, so they can succeed. And so, this generational success keeps on going. Nobody ever talks about generational success. It's always me, 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 me. What I can do, this, I can do that. It's not about giving back. People only give back if they want praise for it. Giving back. Let's give back these cards to AI Hawking because it's turned my hand. Now AI Chomper. Yeah. So I got some new decks coming up that I think you'll all enjoy. But one of them that I think you're going to love the most is Uno Flip. If you've never heard of Uno Flip, it's the Uno deck that is two-sided. Inside that deck is a card that looks like a square, and there's an arrow pointing out. That card means flip your hand. And so now you gotta play that hand. And it's funny because people, yeah, look at that. Another one bites the dust. Because you're staring at everybody's reversed hand, but nobody remembers what they have, right? So that's what's cool, is like once you're under pressure, all of a sudden the memory of everybody's cards, everybody's colors is now gone. You'll see. I'll start introducing the new decks next week. I haven't decided. I don't know when I'll play Uno Flip. Maybe the first one I play, maybe the last one I play. I think I got 3 or 4 new decks that I think y'all enjoy. Yeah. Y'all got any big plans this weekend? Y'all got any big plans for the spring? My plan is soon, very soon, is detail my car. My car is ridiculously dirty. I'm not talking about there's trash in there. I'm talking about there's, dust and all the dirt attract onto my my floor mat from the snow. Candy wrappers, a little bit of food, pop bottles, but mostly just how dusty it is. Like with that some beams on it, it was like a hobo car, and I don't like that. Yeah. Come on. You better not take my cards. I'm innocent, you dirty fuck. You ever think about how life would have been if you didn't go a certain route or you didn't make a certain decision? I have many times, like, what if I had done this instead of that? It's always interesting to every once in a while to sit back and go, what if I hadn't gone here, or what if I hadn't had the balls to go up to this person, or what if I had the balls to go up to this person? Where would life be? And the reason why I bring that up, because the what ifs always backs up everything happens for a reason, right? You're put on this path for a reason, but your mission in life, I want to say, is to figure out why did you make these decisions? What caused you to make these decisions? Everybody's always asking me, what's the secret of life? There's no secret to life. The answers are all right there. We just have to be mentally conscious enough to see the answer. And that's where breaking yourself down and being honest with yourself really comes in. Because once you're able to do that, then the secret of life is right in front of your eyes. As like for me, I believe I went through my BS because it was my mission in life, if one calls that, to help other people, to enlighten other people. That I had to be the shithead. I had to grow up poor. I had to have, parents that really didn't give a shit about me. And to not have all that baggage hold me back. I mean, it did hold me back for a while, but it wasn't until I was honest with myself to where I was like, okay, this was the past. How do we change the future? And this one needs to happen instead of constantly being in that cycle. And that's where I think everybody needs to be, is just kind of recognize your life and figure out how to break the cycles. Figure out, why did I have to go through this? Why did I do that? So if and when your kids go through that, you have the answers, or you know somebody that's gone through the same thing, you have the answers. And not only have the answers, but go in great detail into those answers. Because the one thing that it takes when you're mentoring or giving advice is to connect first. Let them know that you know their pain, you know what they're going through. Everybody wants to be selfish and say, well, I've been through it worse. It's not about going through it worse. It's not about pissing on each other's legs to see who has the strongest odor. It's about connecting on a level to where two people can share a common pain and help each other through it and build a bond that will last forever. That's why it's very important to be vulnerable. That's why it's very important to share, the good with the bad. Or the bad with the good, excuse me. Yeah. Got 2 cards left, come on now. Yeah. You gotta hurt them. You gotta give me some green too. So, if you're listening to this, you've gone this far with me. Like I said, it's all about building that connection. It's not about who did it worse or who did it better. It's about, okay, I feel that too, or yeah, I get that. Let's talk about it. And that's what I want to do here, especially when I'm playing Uno. I know y'all don't want to watch me play Uno. I mean, it's all fun and games. It's just a good time, but it's here just to be in depth, try to connect, try to get to know you, and you get to know me better. Maybe hear me sing, maybe hear me tell a couple jokes, maybe some facts that y'all didn't know about. I'm always reading, I'm always watching things, so I'm constantly learning. I always want to learn, I always want to know what's up. So I know that they keep on stealing my masterpiece. Can't be having that. Come on, give me a red. Yeah. I'll take the cards back, AI Hawking. Fucking take my cards. Who is you? The guy that takes my cards back. You fucker. You make me angry. I know I went off on my video the other day, and no, I apologize, but you just get a point in your life where, why ask for help if you really don't want it? Okay, so if you want to just vent just to hear yourself talk, then go somewhere else. Go to a church and go to confession where the priest will just say, do 10 Hail Marys and you're good. Because when you come to me, and you're coming to me for some answers, I'm going to give you the answers. Whether it hurts you or not. We all got to face tough truths. Without tough truths, you can't get real solutions. I had many tough truths to face, many. And it took somebody that I loved and cared about to show me that. The only person to ever do that, by the way. Now, because I was such a shithead, I lost that person, but the impact is still there. The passion to keep growing is still there, because there's so much left to learn. There's so much more I feel I can improve on, that when it's time for me to go, I want to know that in my mind, when I take that last breath, when that when that final buzzer goes off, that I did everything I could to make sure that my kids, my grandkids, my great grandkids have a life that I never had the life that I had or my dad or grandpa had. And I've seen that in other families where it's just a constant vicious cycle of failures, and there's no one there to be a positive influence. It's more like, well, that's them, so that is what it is, instead of saying, hey, wait a minute, why don't you stop and think about this real fast? You sure you want to go down this route? Nobody does that. And sometimes that's all people need, is just that little voice that makes them think twice. That one person they care about and make them step back and actually think about what they're about to do and if it's worth it. So much potential is wasted because there's a lack of that. So so next time you meet somebody and they say they're having hard times, don't judge them. Find out their story. Why? What is their why? And what I mean in this case about what is their why is like, why are they doing this? What is causing them to do this? Change it to what is their what? What is making them cause this? To do this behavior. Uno. Who would have thought it'd be so intense? Intellectually. Yeah, putting, there you go, playing in my hand. Yeah. Come on now. If you're with me at the 28-minute mark, I appreciate everything. I apologize it's this long. So it's trial and error. I know now that any game I play that has special rules, I'll play to 200. That way it's, it's not too short, but it's not too long. But again, hopefully you're not just watching, you're listening to me in the background and you're still having a good time. And as time goes on, you will see changes in the channel. You will see a name change. You will see things will be different. Channel's still young. I'm still learning. And even my day ones, I appreciate y'all. I really do. Because if this channel ever blows up, that means we all blow up together. And that'd mean more to me than, getting the channel monetized. Because that means we built something together. Now, if you comment, like, share, subscribe, all that jazz, and I eventually get monetized, I may give you a cut. We can talk numbers. Like I said, this is a team collabo. Yeah, maybe my content, but it's your support that makes this work. So, think about that. But for right now, we're just having a good time, learning about life, learning about each other, while playing some Uno. Oh, I'm playing the Uno, but I'm just letting you know that the challenge is out there. I'll play it in person. We'll see what's up. Dad, dang. Right off the gate, 206 for AI Hawking. This is crazy nuts, man. Crazy nuts. You ever been in a situation and you start singing songs but you change the words? I've done that many times. I think the first time I really did it when I was working at Metalworks. I don't even think then. I think the very first time it was Applebee's. When I worked at Applebee's as a cook. So I'd sing songs like Danger Zone when... Okay, well, let me jump back. So Applebee's, there's a screen that gets the orders. Alright, there's 3 different screens for 3 different stations. Fry side, you got like desserts, salads, fire food stuff. The mid, you got the burgers and all that kind of thing, and broil got the steaks. And so it'll all be separated, but you one ticket, right? But next to the item was a timer, and once it got to a certain time, it would change color. Then it was like 7 minutes, it would turn red. So, oh shit, we'll hold off that story in a little bit. I'm about to win this, I believe. Yeah. Draw 2 for not saying Uno. Come on, I gotta win this. Gotta hurt him. Gotta hurt him. Get him. Little reversey. I got reversey. Uno. Yeah, come on now. Uno. Speaking my language, you're speaking my language. Come to me, come back. Love that 0. Love that 0. Alright, I can work with that. Don't take my cards, don't take my cards. Why? Yeah, Hawk has 2 cards. We're in a feud. Uh-oh. the 6. Oh shit. Well, looks like I'm about to lose this game. I hope you all enjoyed the video. I hope you enjoyed the rules. Appreciate y'all. Until next time.